Now, if you are in him, you won't have any problem trusting him as he guides you and leads you in this life. Because he says to us that the prince now of this world have blinded the minds of the people, which he has. People don't understand that the prince of this world have blinded the minds of the people. In other words, you can do what you want to do. Everything that you desire to do that is evil, you can do it and fall upon his mercy. But you cannot do that. Even though God is a merciful God, but he's also a obedient God. And you cannot fall on his mercy and doing the same thing because he have called us to a royal priesthood. He had called us to a royal priesthood. Why? Because we are a peculiar people. That's why he had called us to a royal priesthood. Because we have been separated for him and by him from our birth. We have been separated. So it is difficult sometimes to understand spiritual knowledge. It is very difficult. So God helps us out in that matter. He said, tell us that we must walk by faith and not by sight. Because most people that are not spiritual, they walk by what they see and believe. They say one thing about a person, how nice they are, then only to find out that person is full of hell, and all hell is breaking loose in their life. And now they're saying to themselves, this ain't what I want. This ain't no more. But if God leads you, he will lead you to all truth, and he will pull the cover off the devil. So in other words, you won't have to be wasting your time in these bad relationships. If you trust him. Trust him and believe that he is a rewarder now to those that diligently seek him. But one main thing that we have to do, God have told us and gave us instructions for us to do that. He tells us to study. God said we must study. We must meditate on his word and look toward the hills which cometh our help, realizing that our help comes from the Lord. So he says, think on the things that are above now and not on the things of the earth, because everything on the earth will remain on the earth. But you don't want to stay here. Look around you. The Bible speaks about all these wars breaking loose before the end times. So we are living in the last days. And if you are looking for happiness in these last days, you have a problem. You have a serious problem. Because you may not never find it here. In these times. But there was a time when happiness was in your reach. But now it's all fantasy and make-believe and cartoons and fairy tales and television shows and video games and telephones. When we get on the telephone, we tell each other lies from long distances now. But we must speak the truth. If we are of God, we must be as a virgin. Because that's what God is going to accept. He's going to accept only those that are virgins in him, in the spiritual realm. In other words, you can't do the thing that your flesh wants to do. You can't speak out against people when your flesh wants you to destroy them. Because God is love. He's all love, and there is no deviation from that love. So consider yourself in him, oh God, okay. Because you can't say that you are of God, but that you are living a different life and speaking the things that are not of God. But discipleship now. Discipleship costs. Oh yeah. Discipleship comes, and it came at a high price, even at the price of Jesus' own life. It may cost you your life. Your discipleship costs. Because the world is always watching those that say that they are of Christ. They're testing you, laying traps out for you, and sending all kind of people to you that they think that they can get you hooked up with to destroy your life. But be careful. Be careful, because the enemy has many weapons. He has many weapons. He has guns, pistols, knives, bombs, grenades, and bombs, liquid bombs, and all these kind of things that you can't see. But he said, don't worry. Don't you worry. If you're with God, he said he's going to take care of you. The bombs won't go off. The knives won't stick. They come at you and fall before your face, because God is an awesome God, and he demonstrates. God is always demonstrating who he is, just as he demonstrated to Israel. But yet Israel was stiff-necked. They were a stiff-necked people. But he still loved them, and he said that he will continue to do so, but because he married them, but he wants them to turn from their wicked ways, and if they do not, then he's going to show them what he's made out of, by giving them tough love. If you are not obedient to God, but yet you are of him, God will deal with you from a place called tough love. He will cause you to suffer while you are here on earth, so that you be able to enter into his holy rest. He's an awesome God. He's going to save you if you are truly been baptized in him and your walk with him was serious, but yet you made a left turn somewhere along the life highways of life, and God is going to bring you back from a place called tough love. But you're still going to be saved. But if you do it God's way, you won't have to go through these hard and difficult and strenuous roads, and disappointment by your family and your children, disappointment by their behavior, because God said he'll make your children to behave as he makes your face to shine, that the world may see that you are of him and not against him. God bless you.